In this week's episode, we're going to ride the 2023 Street Glide ST. But first, let's look at this beauty right here. 2023 Heritage Softail 120th Anniversary Edition. Man, that thing looks good. Beautiful bike. Absolutely stunning. Here's what we're here to look at, boys and girls. 2023 Street Glide ST. 117 cubic inch motor. This is going to be the white sand pearl with bronze. You notice on the ST basically looks just about like the special. Same setup with the infotainment center, same speaker setup, touch screen display. It's got all the same standard stuff that you'd find on all of the Street Glides basically, and it locked link brakes, navigation, stereo system. In my opinion, the stereo speakers on this is a little bit lacking, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna have my hand model open these bags up for you, show you inside. Tons of storage in these bags, just like every other Street Glide. The ST does come with the standard size bags, not the stretched bags, so if you want to put a 2-into-1 pipe on there, much easier with this bike. You don't really have to change anything. Those reflectors, those silly reflectors, they're just on with 3M tape. Get your heat gun, pull those stupid things right off. You'll notice the ST is also set up for solo rider. There are no rear foot pegs. Comes with a solo seat. So if you're going to have a passenger, like I do, you're going to have to put those pegs, floorboards on the back. I just love the look of this bike. I mean, every bit of this bike kind of goes together. It's got the LED Daymaker headlight. Of course, they cheaped out and didn't put the LED turn signals. Nice wide front tire. You know, for this kind of money, you would think they'd put those LEDs in there, but they haven't. Comes with a nice little 117 derby cover. I don't know why they didn't do black bolts with that. Whatever. For this price point, and we're talking about the mid-30s, you'd think they would have stuff like this, you know, would look a little better, and so it kind of flows together, goes together. But hey, again, you get what you get. I think it's a beautiful motorcycle. It's got the got that bronze wheels and accents on the engine. Just really pops. Everything's blacked out. Beautiful motorcycle. As far as looks go, yeah, I think it's a head turner. Look at that sucker.
Have you do your thing, just walk around, whatever you want to do with it. It is pretty.
Look at it.
This will survive the ride, boys.
That's probably not going to make it. Look at that, though, man. Beautiful.
Harley has a way with paint, don't they?
It don't get no better than that. I knew it would be just that exact white I wanted out in the sunlight.
Yep.
Well, here it is, guys. This is the 2023 Harley-Davidson Street Glide ST in white sand pearl with the bronze. Beautiful, beautiful bike. I misunderstood what he was going to have me ride today. I thought I was riding the Lowrider ST, and then they just brought this bad boy out here and surprised me with it. So we're going to ride this thing, man. I mean, exciting to get back onto a Street Glide. Never been on the 117. Absolutely amazing motorcycle. I love it. I love everything about it, folks. Yeah, we're on. We're live, Glenn. GoPro has decided to work this time, buddy.
Yeah.
Stupid GoPro. All right.
Sometimes they just work phenomenally, and sometimes
Yeah, when they're working, they work, but when they don't work, they don't work. Now, this is a little bit taller. The first thing I'm going to notice about this bike is 1 inch taller than the normal Street Glide Special. So it's got more suspension on it. So us shorter riders, be aware of that. It is 1 inch taller. It's not a big deal, but you can feel it when you when you're on the kickstand. You can feel it. Well, let's see about getting this pig started.
So we're going to take a trip up to Glenwood.
Okay.
I really don't know how the twisties and turnies are, so just be a little careful up there if there's gravel on the road.
I'll just follow your lead, buddy.
So follow me up to the stopping point and I'll follow you.
Okay, that's perfect. Yep. Boy, there's not much exhaust on these brand new ones. Not much exhaust, but hey, you can take care of that with some slip-ons. No big deal. Here we go. First time on an ST. I had a Street Glide at one time. I've ridden a Street Glide Special, the new one, with the 114, but I've never been on an ST with this 117 motor. It's a road sofa, people. Road sofa. So comfortable. Beautiful motorcycle. Everything about it's beautiful. And the great thing about this bike, in particular, a Street Glide, is that I actually don't need to change anything on this. The handlebars are fine. I mean, I would rise the handlebars a little bit at some point if it was mine, but I could jump on this motorcycle just the way it's set with the stock solo seat and the handlebars right where they are stock, and I could ride this thing for hours. It'd be no issue whatsoever. I clearly would probably go ahead and put some different bars on it and raise them up just a little bit, but that's nothing to say that you couldn't get on this bike and just go, go, go. Shifting is typical Harley shifting. I mean, it clunks, so you know you're in the gear. Unlike some of the metric bikes, you know that you can not know what gear you're in all the time on a metric bike just because they go so easy. It's hard to know if you even made the gear or not. Do you know on this one? Of course, I'm with Glenn from Lois Hills Harley-Davidson. He's riding that Road Glide Ultra, I gotta assume it is. That trunk on it, and yeah, Glenn was on the Road Glide there. Little editor's note: about 55 miles an hour is where my microphone completely gives out. GoPro just can't seem to get anything right. Enough about GoPro. I'm not going to spend the whole video bitching and moaning about them. We've all heard it. We've all experienced it. These motorcycles are just amazing. To ride on one of these, they eat the bumps. It's like a sofa going down the highway. I just don't know what else you could probably do to make it too much better. Of course, you're going to customize this thing. You're going to do your thing with it. Handlebars, pipes. Maybe you're going to do a couple of bolt-on, add-on things. But realistically, you can get on this motorcycle. You can throw a bag on the back seat, fill the saddlebags, and you can ride this thing for miles and miles and miles, and you're not going to be disappointed with the performance or the comfort. It's got everything, all the bells and whistles, cruise control, like I said, the anti-lock link brakes. It's smooth, it's quiet, there's really no buffeting. The air is great behind even the stock setup with the shorty windshield. You can see it's tinted, it looks good. Maybe you put the trim there at the bottom of the windshield to fancy it up just a little bit, make it look pretty. But again, all in all, you can get on this bike and ride. You don't have to change anything. It's all going to be just whatever your preference is. If you want to change the style, the look a little bit, yeah, you can buy you one of those Saddlemen road sofa seats. I'm sure those are great. I'm sure they're more comfortable than the stock setup. But as far as the stock seat goes, I'm pleasantly surprised. This stock solo seat feels like something I could actually use and ride hours with. It has a little bit of lumbar support behind you, kind of like the new step-up Saddlemen seats. I have the Predator 3 seat from Drag Specialties. It's a lot like that, but it's stock. So you can keep this seat, and when you're just going to go do like a poker run on your own, maybe a weekend run, yeah, throw the solo seat on it. It's great. And then when you got your sweet sugar mama with you, go ahead and throw that road sofa on there, and she's going to enjoy that. So again, adding maybe a backrest and a 2-up seat. You're going to have to put the passenger pegs on this one, because this one does not come standard with it. If you're looking for something like that, maybe you just decide you want to go with the Street Glide Special. You know, that comes with pretty much all the bells and whistles also. The paint colors are a little different. You're going to get the 114 engine with the Special, whereas you're going to get the 117 again with the ST. I really like this bike. I could see myself owning this bike. There's a big problem with finance and want. So yeah, this would be breaking the bank for me. But maybe I'm ready to jump back on that horse and break the bank. We'll just have to see. I really still enjoy riding my Street Bob. It's a lot of fun. It's like a little rocket ship. But this is total comfort. I mean, you can't get better than a Harley-Davidson touring bike. Whether you like the shark fin fairing or the batwing fairing really makes no difference. In a lot of ways, they're the same motorcycle. You're going to get the same comfort. You're going to get the same high-end quality. You just can't beat Harley-Davidson, in my opinion. This road was so covered with sand. I'm sure you can see it. I was just pointing it out there. This road was almost like being on a dirt road. It was kind of scary riding this mid-$30,000 motorcycle brand new with 1 mile on it when I drove it off the dealership lot. So it would be pretty sad to put this thing down on its side with, 2.5 miles on it now. But this is a wonderful bike. I definitely recommend if you're looking to go for a all-out touring bike from Harley-Davidson, you cannot go wrong with the Street Glide. That's just my personal opinion. For us shorter riders, I'm going to be riding the Road Glide here in just a few minutes that Glenn's on. And that bike, it's already got some things that have been done to it, namely the 8 hangers. You'll see those in a minute. Remember, I'm 5'5". I weigh about 190 pounds, so I'm kind of a fat 5'5", but nonetheless, I got a 30-inch inseam and little short Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. So riding something with the ape hangers on it, not really my thing.
Tell you what, I'm starting to get a little bit of a breeze down the front of my sweatshirt. Maybe I should have worn my jacket. Too late for that. Wow, there's a nice rough spot in the road, and man, it just soaked it right up. Now, these touring bikes, I mean, yeah, I love my Street Bob. Tons of fun to ride, don't get me wrong. But it ain't no Street Glide, I can tell you that. Man, that thing's got some pipes on it up there. Glenn's got the one that's making the mean noise. Mine looks mean, but it ain't making them mean noises. It's got them stock pipes on it. Still sounds good, though. Nothing wrong with it. Nice. They love it. Kids love motorcycles. Gotta tell you that right now. All right, here we are. Beautiful, man. I think we're gonna switch off. Beautiful.
So far, Scott,
Yeah,
liking it?
beautiful so far, man. Nice, easy riding motorcycle. I knew it would be. Street Glide's awesome. All right, I'm on the Road Glide now, guys. I've never ridden a Road Glide, and the first one I'm gonna ride has ape hangers on it. Makes me feel even more like a little midget. But god dang, that sucker sounds good, man. Holy shit, that sounds good. A nice little test ride on the Road Glide. Nice little test drive on the Street Glide. On a beautiful Saturday here at Pacific Junction, Iowa, and Lois Hills, Harley-Davidson. So we got the Road Glide here. We got the Street Glide here. Again, I'm biased. I like the Street Glide. I always have. I love the look of a Road Glide. I want to ride a Street Glide. Beautiful bikes, though. Thank you so much to Glenn down here at Lois Hills, Harley-Davidson, for letting us check them out.
Thanks for watching, and roll tide roll.